welcome you to my channel. I'm so happy that you are here. I really want to get started on this folder holder that I renamed now. It's now an art holder, art journal holder. That will be the name. So yeah, I'm really happy that I am back, and I want to go right into it. So when I am on my art table, I will mention everything that you will need. If you want to follow along, it will be really easy to do. And the fun part of it is that you can use your scraps, and you can use something that everybody, I think, will have, and that are envelopes. So envelopes that you get in the mail with your bills in it or something like that. So and also with some junk mail. Sometimes there are envelopes, even colorful envelopes, but when I was running out of room on my top shelf, I thought of something fun to do, and I also was at the same time playing around with some envelopes, and the two became one thing. And then I thought, well, why not make something out of this envelope, and make my shelf a little bit more neat. But I am thinking about hanging up a new shelf, so only for my art journal, so that I can put all my art supplies on that shelf, and then I will have that in order. So I'm changing some things around. When I was sick, I could really craft a little bit, and the things that I made, I did get some scraps. So the second thing you will need are some scraps, and that's really also really easy. What we do, we have a lot of scraps laying around. Often you will throw them in the bin, and they are far too small to do something with, but I always I'm keeping all my scraps. I make embellishments with it. So I already had a nice pile, but I did accumulate some more in the meantime, as I said. So you can use that, and you will have, you will need some glue also. You can use any glue that you want. So I also thought about connecting some more envelopes together, but I will explain all that when we are on my art table. So I want to invite you to my art table, and I really am happy that I saw some new subscribers. So I want to welcome you extra. Also to my returning subscribers, I'm really grateful that you are returning subscribers. And also that my channel still is growing, even that I couldn't really do something to make it grow, but but it still did. So I'm really happy about that, and I want to thank you all. And also the last thing that I want to say is, if you come here to this channel, I really want you to have a lot of fun. So just try to make it flow, make your art juices flow, right? So that's what I want. So okay, I will see you on my art table. Let's go. It's my coffee table that I baptized to be my art table for the time being. So while I'm making my art room a little bit more better organized and all that stuff. So here are the envelopes. So this was for an appointment from my energy company. I don't know how you call that. Power company, yes, that's it. So I got a few of these, and I think that more people have this in their stash, or you can make it happen to have it in your stash by every time that you get the mail. So what you will need are those envelopes, as I just said, and also I'm using, this is really a gross bottle, but it is my reusable bottle, so I just pull this away and then I refill it with collal glue. So there is collal glue in it, but so not the creation what you see here, but collal, and I will put it up on the screen so you can really see what I mean. It's a clear glue, but I also have just a glue stick. So because we are collaging, as you will, with our scraps over it, it will get really sturdy. But you can also use that for those kind of things. But for the hinges, I want to use something really sturdy, and that's this collal clear glue. So something similar will be, I think, I don't know, I will look it up, but I will put it up on the screen, something similar that you can get if you want that. So here are a few of my art journals. It's a stack. I will put that aside for a minute. Also, what I did while I was sick, I was just making an art journal from envelopes, because I had this in mind for a long time. I was saving up loads of them. So here I made a pocket and then also a side pocket, all from envelopes, and this is to paint in. That was my idea. So also I looked for a little bit different colors, so that I can turn them around, and then you can already have a base to work on, a color. So here is also a flap out, and then also another pocket, and here just a tuck. I just wanted to stuck something down, I don't know what came over me, but, and then I just punched 2 holes with my crocodile, with this thing, I forgot the name. So I punched 2 small holes, the smallest size of this, and then I just got some twine for the meantime, for the time being. And then I also tried something else, and that is making sort of a base, as you will, and I glued this one. As you can see, it's a little bit rigid still, so I have to work that in. But and I also was a little bit sick, so I made a wrong fold, but I am collaging over it, so that's okay. And yeah, so I had this in my stash, so I used this, and this is from a paper bag, so I have a lot of strips of that. And I also used my washi tape, some of my cool washi tape that I have. So my idea was to make sort of a trifold with the envelopes, and then you can put your art journals right in them, and you'll have even more art journals in one spot in your and because I made spines, then you will have more room to house these art journals in. So I got some art journals from my original one. So this was the first one that I made. I will pull out the art journals that I have in them. So this is how the first one looks, and I used telephone book paper. I used all kinds of paper, something I had in my stash, and I then made it cohesive, and also I sewed it, so I had corrugated cardboard on it, and also some of my cleanup cloths that I had, so those baby wipes that we often use, and then I collaged on it, and yeah, I really love this one. And with this one I also want to make a closure, and I want to make, as you can see, a little bit more elaborate. So this is just really simple. You place something, this is about 2 inches or 1.5 inches. This is something I just had in my stash, so I ripped a piece off and then I place it in between, and then I stuck it down with this washi tape, not even really good, because we are collaging over it. So, and on the other side I made a slightly smaller spine, a 1-inch spine, and I really, as I said, I really didn't pay much attention, I think, because I made a mess, and I made it really sturdy, that I can say. So this I am really yeah, I want to see how this will look. I am this will be a surprise for me as well, because I don't know how this will look with some art journals in it. So I will show you the way to start. And I think I want to make a trifold with this as well, but then I will butt them up together. You can also leave a little bit of room if you want. And then I want to use these as hinges. So this is just paper. You can also use fabric. So you can also use fabric, but I will use these. I really love this. And I think I will leave the windows on the outside, but well, that really won't matter because we will coat them. So let me see how much room I need. So you will choose the lowest envelope. Here I'm choosing also a tall envelope. I think that will be easy for larger art journals. So of course you want them to fit, but if you use the envelopes, they have that certain size already, so that's really easy to do. Okay, I want to see, and then just make a fold where you see the end of this. So I will rip these away. You can leave them on if you want that look, that really rough look. That's really cool to do. So, and then I will use my stronger glue. I think I want to do this, but I'm guesstimating a little bit how much glue I really need, and also how far the glue. You can of course just glue the paper or the fabric that you want to glue down. You can for this use scrap fabric as well. So I think I will leave a little gap, and I just want to see how that will work out. So I have a few different ones, and then I can decide what I like best. Just to let your art flow, your art juices, you know. Of course, I'm getting glue everywhere. And I forgot a cloth to wipe all my glue. Yeah, I don't have one. I will get one in a minute. And then you turn it around to the other side, and then you can, because when you use liquid glue, you can of course move it still if you want to. So I want to pull this off, and then I want to put some more glue over here. And then I will leave a little gap just to see how I like that. And if you do it like this, you also can see the gap really well, so you can see it a little bit better, what you're doing, how much room you are leaving. And then I will do the same on this side. So just let's see how much you need, how much I need. See how much we need. And just ripping it off like that. And now I will glue that on this side to make it even sturdier. I think I will glue this thingy now, because now we have this gap, and I will put some glue in the middle as well to make it a little bit more sturdy. If you really want it sturdy, fabric is really the way to go. So, and if you think this is a little bit too much of a glue, just use your glue stick. That's really a good idea. Why not? So I will divide it just with my finger. I will get more of a smoothness going on. So stick it on, just about the same size. Let's see. The only thing I don't like about this is that before you can really move on, I really want to let this dry, but that's okay. You can also blow dry it, or just leave it to dry and then start on the rest. But I want to make a third envelope onto it, and what also would be perhaps cool is to do it like this. So you have a large one and two smaller ones are, no, that's not, no, this one was smaller, but if they were the same size, I could do it like this. Perhaps if I leave a little bit more room, let me see. I'm leaving a little bit more of a gap. I'm just using my stripes for that. Why not? I think when I have one stripe, I will put up on the screen how much that is, I think. No, that won't be enough. One stripe and the other stripe. Yeah, that will be too much. Oh, that is too much, one stripe. Enough, I mean. Okay, I will do one stripe then. And also we'll connect it with this paper again, because it's really sturdy stuff. I just like it. When it's sticking out, it doesn't really matter, so. Just using my thumbnail to do that. Thumbnail. Okay. I can wait with the middle. I can do that on the other side when I flip it over. to put some in the middle. Okay, that's a little bit too much, I think. So now stick it together. And I don't mind if it gets on the table. It's a craft table. Arts and craft. A little bit crooked, you see? So I will remove it while still can. And then make sure I have more glue. Even over here, because I will do one on top again. So let me see. Where I will glue it. I'm using the stripes on the table again. So make sure the bottoms are evenly. I can always cut that if I want. I think it's a little bit crooked again. Yeah, it's alright like this. So and now I will do it again with my scraps. Well, it's drying. So I'll put this aside and I will show you my my scraps that I did yeah, got in the meantime. This is from making these envelopes. I was doing something with another envelope, I think. I forgot a little bit about all these scraps, but these are from envelopes. And if you have cute scraps like this, you can, and if you want to make them visible, you can wait until you get on top. So the first, so like this, for instance, this is one of my digital papers. I also have some something from paper, because I made a booklet for one of my neighbor's birthday. So I also have that, but I could stick it down to reinforce it, so I could use that as well. And everything that has color, and I think I will love to put on top, I will save for the top. For instance, here is a little bit of color. Here is no color at all, so I will leave it for the first layer. So that's how I do it, just about. I also have some printed things that I used, and here are some things that I also can something I hand cut, so it has a fun shape. Can also use that for the top, perhaps, I don't know. And all the sturdy stuff you can use, of course. So let's get all the scraps and then let's go with it. And now you can use the glue that you want. For this stage I want to use my glue stick, because that will make it really easy to stick all the stuff down, like that. So I want to start over here. It's upside down, I know, but that doesn't matter to me. Only thing that you will have to be aware of is that you don't glue this accidentally. So this has a nice clean edge, so I can start right away with this one, for instance, like this. So I will cover most of my envelopes, front and back. and I'm using the clean edges from the bottom to get on the bottom of the envelope, so that will make it easier. It's just easy to use straight edges on straight edges, so you will have a clean slate, a clean canvas, if you will. I'm just going over the spine because it's, yeah, it doesn't really matter what you do, so this is a long one. This I can fold to the other side if it's already glued, so you can do that as well. It will be also really easy to do. Well, this is what I got so far. There are some art journals here. I left this window, but it's a little bit. I want more layers, so I also used some newspaper that you get in the mail, and I have some paper left. I have a little bit of scraps left, and I want to stick them on, but a little bit on top because I want there to be a little bit of. I also have some ad papers, and I like these cherries. So yeah, you can put on whatever you want. Of course, I'm using all my scraps, so I will remove the art journals. If you are, oh, that's too bad. If you are following along, I want to do that. Please let me know. You can tag me via Instagram and then show me what you have been up to. So this is the tutorial, and you can see exactly how I do it, but you can win one of these. So I want to yeah, I want to give one of my art journals to someone that is really also following along. So I did make this one a little bit with a closure. As you can see, only this one is still loose because I want to sew. The back side is yeah, I already showed this in another video, but I want to put this in. I want to sew it in and then make a blind closure so you can't see it, only on the inside. So on the outside it will stay like this, and then I have a big bow as a closure. So I will work on that some more. So one of these you will win. This is also still loose, but I did attach this. This is sewed with my sewing machine. And yeah, I already explained and did a flip. I will put a link to these videos when I was making these. So these are my newest, and this one is my favorite because I stuck in my abstract flowers that I made on the gel plates. So perhaps I will do a little tutorial about my flowers. So this is the second time I will be working on this, but I will leave it up on the first because yeah, I want to tell you some of the changes I made. So I didn't want to make a spine, but I ended up doing that because it didn't stay up right. So what I did was, the one that is folding like this has a little bit of a wider folds for the, and this one is a little bit smaller, so that it fits easier on the inside. I also ripped some of this in the meantime. Now I will, when I am layering, I will show you a little bit of the layering process, but I will make it go fast again because this video will take too long to watch. So when you have 2 layers or 3 layers, I will leave it up to you. After this will be part 2, and then we will paint all the covers. What I did was I used this stencil, this flower stencil. As you can see, all your art journals that has only one signature, yeah, those will fit in something like this really easy, and I can fit more than one in one pocket, as you will. And yeah, so when I thought about making these spines, I thought, well, that will make that perhaps so that you can even more put more of these art journals in them. But well, so I will put on the second layer and then I will say goodbye. So I hope you enjoyed this part 1, and I will see you in the second part, and here is the rest of the video. Please enjoy. And if you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask, of course. I will see you in my next. Bye. Doei. 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 Bye bye.